Hello everyone and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hi everybody.
We are back with part 9 of our Dragon Quest Let's Play. I'm just gonna call it Dragon Quest because after 8 parts you guys knew the drill.
Yes, and somebody had pointed out to us too.
Just adjusting the mic a little bit. Don't mind me if you hear some weird sounds.
Right. Because someone had pointed that out, and also I figured it'd be best to upgrade our weapons and sort of our weapon and shield.
Can you move it a little closer?
Is stronger
Thanks.
than the.
Thank you. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, it is okay for me.
Yes. Yes, somebody, a commenter back in part 1 told us why it was called Dragon Warrior, as I mentioned. Due to the nature of our scheduling with our recording, we did not get the chance to mention it until now. So thank you. We are actually fairly far ahead so far. Knock on wood, I want to keep it that way. To the point where, like, some of the stuff some of the stuff we're talking about now will probably be really out of date by the time you hear it.
Right.
That kind of thing. The more ahead we are, the more risk there is for that.
Yes.
But we like being ahead of the curve.
We do.
Sorry, I got distracted because I heard somebody's very loud voice and I'm hoping that's not who I'm thinking it is, but...
Gotcha.
So I just had like a personal feeling of no... You know, I feel very mixed, you know. We live in a relatively small town, and neighbors just, like, you know, walk up to you, basically. And I appreciate the friendliness, but I also feel like it's a bit invasive sometimes, where, like, you know, people can just walk into the yard whenever and talk to you, and you might be busy with something, or just not feeling social, but you have to be, like, all social. That's just my introvert feels, you know. It's not that we dislike socializing, it's just kind of if you're not in the right headspace, because socializing can be exhausting for me. More so with people I don't know or I'm not very close with, people I'm just on the acquaintance level with. That can be exhausting. Socializing with people I'm much closer with can actually be very good and nice for me and not tiring. It depends on the relationship and what kind of person they are. Like, to me, interacting, and no offense to any of you guys who fit this description, but interacting with, like, extremely extroverted people is exhausting for me. And I think that's just the high amount of energy, and a lot of extroverts I've met are very, very friendly, but very much like just letting anybody hang out type of thing, or like, yeah, the more the merrier type of thing. And I've never been like that. I like people like that. So me saying it's exhausting is not the same as me saying I don't like those people. I really do like them. It's just hard for me. Does that make sense?
It does make
Like,
sense.
it tires me, and I'm not always in the mood to have my personal space invaded, or not necessarily meant to be invaded. I know that, but I'm not, oh, come on in and speak to me anytime, 24/7. I'm kind of,
Right.
yeah. And my mom is a very good neighbor, where she always, even though I don't necessarily consider her very extroverted, she's still very neighborly, where people will come and talk to her, and she'll just, drop what she's doing and talk to them, and offer them something to drink and everything, and that's great. That's a very good thing. I try to do things like that, but I'm not very good at it. And I like to keep my own company.
Right.
And by that I also mean people that people that are kind of on the same wavelength.
Right.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that I'm not friendly and that I don't like meeting people, even though I'm not curious about people. I am those things too, so. Skeleton.
Because, yeah, I'm just trying to get the important item
Yeah.
and not die. So let's see.
Not dying is important.
Correct. Now, at the very bottom of this,
Whoa.
dungeon. That was freaky.
Yeah. Yeah, some things do look creepier in the older graphics. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Silver Harp. Excellent.
Nice.
If you remember an earlier episode, the guy said, "Bring me the Silver Harp."
Yes, I do remember that. Now we have it.
Yep.
So is this the place where we have to fight the dragon?
I don't think this is it. This is to get that item, but we have...
Oh, this is the other place. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
to get that item, to prove that we are strong, because we tried to do this one time and we died.
Yes.
A wolf lord.
Oh, no. Now that does look like a creature that would be in Dragon Ball, doesn't it?
He does. Oh, crud. Item. Herb. This jerk means business.
Yes, he does. I'm gonna get you.
He is. But I do think this is helping because... stop spell. The spell will not work.
Mm.
10.
I'm gonna have my snack, so forgive the crinkling.
I will.
As usual.
6. Let's dump spell again. Oh, I can't use spells.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So no putting that wolf to sleep.
I'm afraid not. Can I at least heal? Okay. I'd like to get out of here alive and not lose all that money I made.
Yeah.
Which is another spell that I acquired.
Ah, and lets you see more. That's good.
Yep. It's much more powerful than the torch.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, so what it does. Ah,
Yeah, it does seem like it changes a bit.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, we progressed. We've gotten past that. We got the thing, so that's good. We got some money on the way too, so
Mm-hmm. Yes.
good. I do eventually want to upgrade my weapons further, but I'm afraid we're not there yet.
Yes.
But at least this will give us more of a fighting chance. And I did look up on dealing with that dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I think I needed to use my spells.
Ah, okay.
So hopefully the upgrades I got would give us more of a fighting chance.
I hope so too.
Same. If not, I need to get a better sword.
I think the ghosts are actually kind of cute
I like them too,
with their
honestly.
little hats.
Good. That's good. We tackled this dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, spell wore off.
It is, yeah. Let's see. Pardon me, I'm looking at that. I think that is the exit. Okay, well we made it out of a dungeon without dying.
Yay!
Stay away from the grave in Gorinham. Alright, okay, so I guess now we have a trip to, we should save our progress we've made so far.
Yes.
And have a date with that old guy who demanded the harp. Let's see, how much money have I got? Do I have enough money for anything? Let's see what they do. Yeah, half plate would be nice, but that's 1,000.
Mm.
Do I have chainmail? Let me take a look at what it says. Oh! I guess I could get the chainmail with the money I've made. Because I only have leather armor.
Oh, wow. Wow. Shincha's out late this year.
Oh!
I thought it was usually in season in April, but they're saying it's in season now. Oh, in, yeah, that's really weird, because they're in the south, so...
Huh.
Yeah, I want to get some.
Nice.
Maybe it was too cold in Japan in the spring. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Because I thought usually they do it in, like, April.
Talk with this guy who gets some
productive first 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to do a little more studying on Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest, too, because I did feel like we were a little aimless in the earlier episodes.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I felt like for 8 parts we had barely done anything.
I know, it felt that way because the structure here seems a lot more loose.
Yeah, like I said, it kind of reminds me of the Mother games. Like with the Mother game, with the first one especially, I had to look up what to do because I'm like,
Right, we did.
yeah, and you and I played Mother 2, and you had to look it up.
Oh, right, Mother 2, yeah. You were talking about Mother 1.
Yeah.
I see.
I tried to start a game of that. Localized as Earthbound Origins, the one we got second, even though it's the first one, was on the regular Nintendo. Very weird that he was named Nintendo, and the SNES kid was Ness.
Yeah.
I guess SNES sounds like a weird name.
It does.
I guess Ness sounds better for a kid's name.
Probably.
Oh.
That's a first.
Plus it's like, nah, I'm good, bye.
Zoom.
Now that means we should hopefully be good enough to face the dragon.
Yeah, I'm thinking and hoping. Yeah, definitely.
If the little guys are like, that's it, I'm out. I'm still reading my Greek and Roman mythology book.
Oh, how's that going?
Fine, I read about the big battle they had at Troy. Which I'm guessing was based on true events. You know, the events that the whole Trojan horse thing.
Oh yeah, the Trojan Wars, yeah.
Yes, the Trojan Wars. Sorry. Yes, the Trojan Wars. I don't like that chapter. I'll be real with you. I didn't like either of the chapters.
I don't blame you.
Because I don't like reading. Yes, the Greeks and the Trojans were fighting. And the gods were fighting too. And also the reason it started was, of course, well, the reason it started for the humans was because of a woman that got kidnapped. The reason it started with the gods, supposedly, is because the goddess of Discord apparently said that, well, whoever, it's something about whichever goddess is the fairest.
Thou hast brought us
Sorry.
I have been waiting along for one such as thee. Take the treasure chest. Then he disappears.
The man disappeared. What?
Staff of Rain.
And anyway, she said the apple can go to whoever's the fairest of them all. I'm like, gee, sounds familiar.
It does
You know, golden apples. Because the thing about her golden apples is they're like irresistible, so they just have that charm about them. And so they asked this guy, I kind of forget his position, but they asked this guy named Paris to choose. Because they're like, oh, we trust him, he's smart. And he chose, like, Aphrodite, I think. And, of course, that angered Athena and... Sorry, I don't remember the third person that was there. Basically, I really was not having a good time with this story. So. Sorry, I don't remember the third person. If you guys happen to remember, put it down in the comments.
Please do.
You fellow mythology nerds out there that have better recollection of that story, because this is my first time reading it. That's why I can't remember all the fine details. But you know, Athena is a war goddess, so naturally, earning the wrath of a war goddess is going to cause some problems.
Yes.
So yeah, and I guess also the thing was the gods just weren't in agreement about which side should win. So like half of them were helping the Greeks and half of them were helping the Trojans. So it was just, you know, about as appealing as any other war thing to read.
Yeah.
And a lot of the beautiful, magical, flowery stuff that this artist likes. This author who's writing this book likes about Greek and Roman mythology was just not there, because it was just fight, 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 war, 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 death, death, death. So I didn't really enjoy the chapters. At least the part about the Trojan horse was at least a little bit entertaining, because you know, they made up some story that fooled the Trojans. Now I'm back to a chapter I'm enjoying, because it's Odysseus trying to get home after the aftermath, so that's a little more entertaining than the war was.
Gotcha.
I'm like, I just want to get back to the god and goddess stuff.
I don't blame you.
Frankly, I mean, Odysseus' stuff is a little bit entertaining because he's a very cunning. He was a very cunning individual, so some of the stuff he comes up with is a little entertaining.
I agree. I do remember going over the Odyssey.
Yeah, I haven't read the Odyssey. I was never in a class that required me to. The class I was in that probably would have ultimately required me to do, I wasn't able to finish because I had to leave school that semester, as you know.
Yeah.
So I only was at the very beginning of that class. I remember we covered Gilgamesh, which was nice because I knew nothing about Gilgamesh before that class. Sorry guys, my voice is a little dry from my allergy meds, so sometimes I misspeak.
It's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, sadly they never really required us to do that in any English classes. I feel like our English classes were too American for their own good.
You got me there.
But apparently my mom had to read the Iliad and Odyssey in school. I'm like, darn it, I wanted to have been made to read it. I would have rather done that than To Kill a Mockingbird. I mean, that one's alright. What were the other ones? Mice and Men. I could have, although our teacher was so not wanting to do it, she just showed us the movie, but I don't really like the story much.
My teacher did the exact same thing.
You might have been in the class I was in. I don't remember. I swear you and I were in the same class or something, even though we were different grades.
True.
Oh no, we must have been in the same drama class, maybe. I don't remember. Connor and I went to the same high school, but he was, he's a year older, so,
Yeah,
grade above.
that is true. And I leveled up.
Yay!
Spell.
Yay!
Learn. Stop spell. Oh,
Oh, the thing the wolf used on us.
yeah.
Haha!
We get a chance of fighting back.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Next time you have a monster that we know uses sleep,
Mm-hmm.
you can use that before they get the chance.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm trying to read more of the mythology stuff because I love it, but I don't always take the time to read them. And yeah, I had this love-hate relationship with Greek and Roman mythology, as I probably mentioned on here before, because I feel like that was the one everybody talked about. Like, when you hear mythology, they always bring up Greek mythology, and or Roman, which is just a slightly altered Greek mythology, where the Romans changed what they didn't want. They added some stuff because they thought it would be cool. They changed the names, but it's basically the same. It's basically, it's like, I'm probably gonna anger some huge Roman mythology fans here when I say this, but I kind of feel like it's fan fiction for Greek mythology.
There we are.
Wow, there he is. I don't know, they might be like, yeah, you're right. And that's not to be too insulting, because there are some really good written fan fictions out there.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, that did not go so well. Yeah, death shouldn't have taken me, blah blah blah.
We lost half of our money, but it's not that bad. But we got our full stats, and we still have...
The dragon took half of your money to hoard.
Yeah, he did.
Because that's a habit dragons have. They are hoarders.
I've been told, I've heard. I've never been to a dragon's hoard, but
It's a very sacred place.
I have.
Probably why so many dragons, at least in Western dragons, get aggressive. They're probably protecting their hoard. Because in a lot of cases, you'll see adventurers go into a cave and they're getting treasure. And a lot of times, that treasure happens to be what the dragon's hoarding. A lot of them do hoard treasure. So, he's kind of protecting what he feels is rightfully his. Even though a lot of it was probably taken.
What's surprising? And I know that dragon specifically, I think he has someone we need to rescue.
Oh! The princess?
Yes.
Nice.
I was curious about this princess, and I was saying to myself, where is she? And apparently she's in that cave.
Does she join our party, or is it somebody else?
Not sure.
Guess we'll find out. Yeah.
But yeah,
Don't give us spoilers. We'll find out soon enough.
true. We will find out. As we play this, we've been...
We're actually just about out of time, so we'll probably stop here shortly.
Okay, shall I go back to the castle?
Yeah, you can go back and save.
Alright.
Yeah. thank you guys so much for coming, and we will
Definitely.
tackle the dragon again in the next part.
Yep.
Which will be next month. So.
Yep. So hopefully you'll have a fun July and a good summer. So
Yeah, and join us for the final stretch of summer.
yep.
Alright guys, see you later. Bye.
See you soon.